una open una ear, hear this one. This one na for EEDC o. EEDC want defraud Southeast with exorbitant electricity bills with no adequate power supply. On top the matter be say, they no go give prepaid meter to their customers, but them go give illegal high estimated bills. They no want know if light dey or e no dey. Instead of them to fix am, they go force people to pay the bills wey they no use, or them go cut the lights. I wonder how communities go use contribute money, buy their own power transformer, buy electricity cables, and yet pay huge amounts of money to this obodo Naija corrupt EEDC, but they no go gree connect or bring the light. Even when they dismantle to repair community transformers wey spoil, they no go repair or return it to the communities. This issue don tire people o. Anambra State Governor Soludo, im don pay 100 billion naira to Emeka for an EEDC. This matter dey under agreement to provide light o, 24 hours light o. But from March 2023 until now, Anambra State still dey for darkness. Emeka for don frustrate other companies wey wan give us light. The koko be say EEDC na the reason why Southeast no dey develop. This thing no dey good o. I say e no good o. This thing no dey good o. No one knows tomorrow.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi, Jonathan Chinedu from Olo province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 22nd day of June 2024. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this hallowed, sacred, divine platform where we preach the gospel of liberation, the sacred gospel of emancipation, awakening, the gospel of Biafra. Therefore, we are here live and direct. In parts of Biafra land, we are on FM CHK 102.1. CHK 102.1 in many parts of Biafra land. Also, we are on free-to-air satellite. Free-to-air satellite. Remember, we are on free-to-air satellite. The polarity is what have been put out on our website, and also you can be hearing our live stream on our mother website, www.ipob.org. That is our website. You can also listen to Radio Biafra via www.ipob.org. There you will see live Radio Biafra live, and you click and you'll be listening. Very simple. Moreover, we have inside there, you can also donate for ESN. Donate for what we are doing, because without money we cannot move as fast as required. This journey, this movement needs money, it needs funding. Therefore, you go to the PayPal section and click, and you will be directed on how to donate. Pay. Give your offering, sow your seed there, because this is practicality, what concerns us. Instead of going to give to criminals, scammers, give for our collective interests, our collective benefit. Also, you can download IPOB Community Radio, IPOB Community Radio, and you can download IPOB Community Radio. It is a very low data consuming application in order to listen to this gospel. Also, you have tuning, or simple radio. I could say simple radio, because I think tuning, I think they are no more featuring Radio Biafra. Simple radio. Inside simple radio, you have to scroll and search for Radio Biafra London, and you'll be listening direct. There are many options, the myriads and myriads of options to listen to this hallowed platform. We are in a digital age. I could remember when we were little, how we used to stand waiting for television to open. I could remember vividly. By 4 p.m., televisions open. And I think by 12 and 1, sometimes on weekends, 1 o'clock in the midnight, the television will close. And you will not be hearing anything. And now, body switch on that television that time. This world have developed in a space. If we are talking this as if it is 17th century, just a few years back, honestly speaking. But today we have everything in the palms of our hands. Don't you see how things are moving on? Don't you see how things develop very quickly? And we have to also measure up with evolution of things. That's why we need restoration of Biafra, where we'll be updated. From time to time, your softwares, we need you to update them. Laptop, we say update. That is how the world is. We need to be updated. That is it. Therefore, you have no excuse not to listen onto this hallowed platform. Today is Saturday, yes. But I'm going to talk on general issues that concern us. General issues that concern us. Please, we must continue in this struggle. This struggle has taken lives. That is why we must guard this struggle with the last drop of our blood. This struggle is for all of us. We all have stake in this struggle. That is why we will never allow any type of sentiment to, remove us or blind us from achieving our goal. I used to say this: it is better we don't start. It is better we didn't start this than starting and stopping on the way. Things become worse than ever. Do you know that? Do you know that the war which they impose on us, Gowon impose on us, it could have been, had it been even, we bore the loss of people killed in the north that time and west and didn't fight the war. Do you know that our situation would have been much more better than entering the war, fighting, losing millions of people, of our people, and now capitulating? This, I don't know whether you reason the way I do. You understand what I'm saying? Had it been 1966, even after the sabotaging of Aburi Accord, I am not saying that our fighting, our initiation of the war is wrong. No, understand me, because I'm using it to qualify what we are doing. That it is better we didn't start at all than stopping in the middle, which means we suffer more. The war that was imposed on us by Gowon and Britain and others, the whole world, had it been we didn't fight that war, honestly speaking, our situation in Nigeria would have been better. Do you know that? Do you know that? There wouldn't have been, in our situation in Nigeria would have been better. If you want, you can, when the lines open, you can also disagree now, because here we always talk about bow to superior arguments, nothing more. Superior argument. And you know what? Superior argument is what develops a nation, a country, because it is meritocracy, the best. Superior argument is why you, as an Igbo man, has your job, is working in Germany, in the United Kingdom, in America, even highly paid job, because you merit it. In Nigeria, it wouldn't have been so. Do you know that? It doesn't matter, you merit it, or they will look at your name. Oh, Igbo man, this Igbo man, you want to dominate here. They will remove you. They will not give it to you. And they will give it to, instead, they will give it to a stark illiterate Fulani that doesn't know how to sign his signature. Instead, it Tom Prince. Now, they will make you his assistant, his servant. If you want that, you come. But in UK, where you are working today, your normal job, it is not like that. That is superior argument, and that is why nations progress. They give to the best, the person that merits it. Oh, you can walk, it's okay. You can pack a shit. Oh, you are the best. You take it. You are the scientist. You have superior. You take it. You work and receive the salary, the remuneration for that. That is it. But in Nigeria, it's not so. So, what am I trying to say? Here, everything is based on superior arguments. So, my argument is this: if we stop, that's why I don't even like thanking. I've been saying it right from beginning. I've been on Radio Biafra now since 2019. 2019. Before that, we were on shortwave, doing clandestine broadcasting. You understand? But I've been on since 2019 till today. Now it's 5 years. So I've been repeating this. What we need here is superior argument. Once you make your points, your argument is superior, we bow. That is it. And nothing more. We bow and learn. That is the reason for Radio Biafra. It's not because somebody can talk or no. You know, as I said, that's why I hate thanking. Thanking, I thank you. Oh, you are doing, what is the need? Our goal, we never reach our goal. What is the need? There is no need. Because it's preempting. Preempting. What about if everything collapses? If you see, everybody will be on the run. Do you see, let us learn. I don't know why all this talk, but let us learn. During the Biafra War, there were many Biafran soldiers that acted heroically. Do you hear me? Many Biafran soldiers that acted heroically. There is this Koprawafo. These are the ones we know because we were defeated in the war. These are the ones Koprawafo, that was named to the famous tank Koprawafo. He captured the Nigerian tank, and unfortunately he lost his life in that battle, but the tank remained intact. Koprawafo. I think I saw the tank anytime I visit Omoahia War Museum. Koprawafo. These are people, heroes. There are others that we are alive, but died natural death quietly without nobody celebrating them. Any tank you tank them that time, praise them, they are this that time during the war, but we lost. So they remained, incognito. Or yes, they remained. They remained silent. Nobody knew them. Do you know the reason? We lost. Biafra lost the war. The people you hear mostly in Nigeria, those that are the non-entities. Some of them are non-entities and saboteurs. They joined Nigeria government and become something. But as a Biafra war hero that you are, most of them remain the incognito. Do you know that had it been Biafra won the war and we had our independence, maybe we would have named maybe one of our institutions Koprawafo. Maybe some of the people that you can pass them as old men and women on the streets of Biafra land, you don't even recognize them. Many of them would have been generals, would have been. That's why if I'm watching Israeli documentary about their prowess, because they succeeded. Are you hearing me? Many people that we don't regard today as anything in our land. Had it been Biafra won, you would have been hearing their names everywhere. They would have been in big positions, recognized. Reason being that collectively Biafra won. But once we are on the process of this restoration, no person praising is additional. For me, I see it as additional. It's not necessary. For everybody, I am telling you honestly, everybody, until we won everything, we won we won. If we win, yes, you see people will start coming out from everywhere. Now people will be celebrating them for the roles they played. But now, once you are thanking, praising somebody, it's not needed. It's not needed now at all. It's not needed. Are you hearing me? It's not needed. That's why I used to say, remove sentiment. Remove sentiment. Our eternal leader tried, yes, he tried. But do you see how he died? I say he was. If you listen the real story of how he died, the way very shameful for a legend like that, a hero. He was left in United Kingdom hospital. He was taken to the hospital, the country, the core enemy. For you to understand, he was left dying in an agony. And we don't. Many of us don't reason about this. Many of us don't reason. Did we succeed? The answer is no. It is only when we succeed that praises will be true praises. For now, everybody from A to Z, no need. We are all working towards the main thing. And that main collective interest is victory. If we lose, all of us lost. It doesn't matter how you see it. This one, he tried before he tried. Did he win? Did we win? He tried. Can you do what? Our people, we are so sentimental. Can you do what he have? But did we win? The answer is no. So, why? Why preempting praises? Showering praises? Why? Whereas we are still in the process. We must continue. The only thing is that we encourage each other. Encouragement and praises, they are two different things. Encouragement. Let us continue. That is encouragement. Because if we fail, we are all gone. But failure is not in our dictionary. Therefore, we must continue what we are doing. Before I continue, I will first of all read IPOB press release of yesterday, 21st. I wasn't on air yesterday, 21st of June 2024, being Friday, the press release of IPOB. ESN operatives do not kidnap nor demand ransom. IPOB. The attention of the noble family and movement of the Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB, ably led by the prophet and the resolute leader, Mazi Okuchukwu Kano, has been drawn to the statement credited to a faceless Taraba indigenes accusing ESN of killing 3 and holding 9 persons hostage and demanding ransom of 20 million naira. IPOB wish that the so-called Taraba indigenes will publicly make a video of themselves so that Biafrans and the world will see those who sponsor terrorists with weapons and charms into the holy land of Biafra. On June 13, 2024, the public, especially Biafrans, were alarmed over the viral videos of foreign and local Fulani terrorists in Biafra land with various charms and weapons in the middle of the night, who were intercepted by the gallant ESN operatives. These Fulani terrorists confessed that they were sent to camp in a certain location in Biafra land. They confessed that some of the terrorists are already on the ground in Biafra land, while others will also arrive soon. Their mission is to destabilize Biafra land. After ESN operatives interrogated the terrorists, they were given appropriate treatment that they deserved and were dislodged from carrying out the attack in Biafra land. The so-called Taraba indigenes should look for their terrorist brothers in one of the top forests in the north. They have been dislodged from Biafra land and sent back where they come from. The terrorists are not in the custody of ESN. The purported news that some Taraba indigenes said that ESN killed the 3 of their brothers and demanded 20 million ransom to release the remaining 9 is false. The so-called Taraba indigenes claim that the men that ESN intercepted in the middle of the night of June 12, 2024 were fishermen. Question begging for answers are: what are those fishermen doing in the night inside Biafra bushes? What are the fishermen doing with charms and weapons? Number 3. Third question: which river or ocean in Biafra land are the fishermen coming to fishing? If the so-called Taraba indigenes are in contact with anyone demanding 20 million naira to release their terrorist brother, they can deal with them and showing evidence, but they can deal with them while showing evidence, but keep ESN out of their terrorism and kidnapping business. ESN does not kidnap nor demand ransom. ESN are trained and disciplined vigilantes with mandates to dislodge Maruedin Fulani terrorists from the Biafra territory. However, if it is interesting that those who claim that they intercepted and dislodged foreign and local Fulani terrorists are their brothers, go on national television and tell the world the mission of their brothers in the Biafra land with weapons and charms in the middle of the night. Biafrans and the world will be happy to identify those sponsoring terrorists to destabilize Biafra land. It is sad that Nigeria is the only country where terrorists are protected, shielded, and defended. That is why terrorism and banditry are lucrative businesses for the Fulanis, according to the viral video of a Fulani wife who said that they have money to shop now, that their husband is in banditry business. They are no longer selling Fura Donuno, cow milk, because their husbands have found a lucrative business called kidnapping. ESN operatives are in all nooks and crannies waiting and watching over Biafra land. No amount of blackmail will deter them. They are under oath to ensure that the Maruedin terrorists are dislodged from Biafra land for the peace and security of our lives and properties. Comrade Imapo of Media and Publicity Secretary for the Indigenous People of Biafra. You know, the so-called Taraba indigenes, you know, Nigeria know how to propaganda. They know how to propagate propaganda. It is their work, but they come late because we demask them. We open their nyash. We open their nyash. As the press release say, those people have been dislodged and sent back where they come from. So go and check for them inside the Taraba bush. What are the Taraba, the Fulani, what are they doing, fishermen, so-called fishermen, doing in the middle of the night? With charms and weapons, with photos. Many of them took photos with military uniforms, with guns, everything. We saw it, it's in the viral video. What are they doing in our bushes? You know, Nigerian government should be ashamed. They use different people. You know, they should be ashamed, because I know they are not ashamed anyway, because they are once a harlot is shameless. That is why he can do anything. It's just like Nigeria. They are no more ashamed of anything. That is why they can publicly be soliciting, shielding terrorists. You see that? We understand. We understand that. Those people, those terrorists in our land, they have been dislodged and sent back to where they come from. So, any person that may be demanding for money from them, these are other people's scammers, you know, and let them bring proof, of which there is none. So, all these things show you that Nigeria is sponsoring terrorism. The Fulani terrorism, they have agenda for it. For the Fulani, they are bent on taking over people's land, destroying ancestral lands and communities. But for the bigger hand that is using them, they are bent on depopulating Nigeria in particular, and Africa in general. They are bent on their world order business. That is it. Big it. The bigger hand that is manipulating, that is using the Fulani. The Fulani thought that though they are in charge, they are conquering. Let me read you this. Today's news also. 2 million Benue farmers sacked from ancestral homes still languishing in camps 7 years after. 2 million Benue farmers. Do you see, the other day, I read the news about Chinedu now accepting and fielding, launching Bill Gates' GMO seeds. Do you see that? Do you see? These 2 million Benue farmers in refugee camps, since 7 years. Does Nigeria talk about them? Who talks about? Inside here you will see Igbos from Benue State, in Benue community. Many of them are Igbos. Have you ever heard where in the news they talk about them, concern about them? These people in Benue that have lost their ancestral lands, they are farmers. Fulani has taken over their land, the ancestral land. Are you hearing me? Nigerian government kept them in camp, in refugee camps. Are you hearing me? For them, they are the Fulani, they are in charge. No, Bigot is in charge. They destroy normal seedling, normal natural seeds. Now they will be taking GMO seeds from Bigot. Do you see how things are interrelated, interconnected? But does Nigeria government talk about them? How can you be in a country whereby 2 million refugees, internal refugees, they say IDP, is refugees? Do you see the pain of moving away, running away from your land, running away from your ancestral home for 7 years, living in a slum, makeshift slum in another place? Now you ask me, that place, that their ancestral land, who is living there now? So you see that all these things they are telling you that Nigeria is sending military fighting terror, these are all scams. scams, scam. And the scam is from the high places. It is with this that Tinubu came into power. Buhari started this. He activated this. Now with this, Tinubu came into power in order to implement the last phase of it. That is the reality. Now, let me read a bit. Internally displaced persons, IDP, is refugees who were sacked from their ancestral homes in Benue State by armed herdsmen and have been living in IDP camps for 7 years, have increased to 2 million and are now loudly crying out, lamenting their living conditions. Oh, Nigeria. Niger. Do you see how things are working? Do you see their policies? Do you see these people that are being displaced? Many of them were massacred. Many lost. Many families were closed down by these headsmen. Have you ever seen where Nigerian government or the Nigerian military is showcasing captured Fulani headsmen? Have you seen that? Okay, come to our land. Have you ever seen where a Bubago showcase that they captured Fulani headsmen? Have you ever seen? The answer is no. The answer is no. All the Nigerian government is working with the Fulani. Just, I don't know. Sometimes, you say, are you really talking to human beings? What block Nigerians' heads? I don't know. Is it Igbo hatred for Igbo people that block their head? They don't understand what is going on in their country. You have when they say 2 million refugees, double it in a country, and people are moving around their normal businesses as if nothing is going on, everything is okay. Oh, my Niger. When you are in your little corner, you think that everything is okay. IPOB have been talking, have been shouting, have been giving notices about what is happening. You don't want to hear. Of these people, do you have investigative journalists in Nigeria? The answer is no. Since the death of Delegiwa, investigative journalism died. Won't pay. All you see is people in the studio, TVC, talking nonsense. Anything that the Nigerian government just sent to them, fax them, say, oh yeah, read. They email them, oh yeah, read this news. They start reading this stuff. They don't go out in the field in order to find out things. No, they are Nigeria is not a country, honestly. With 2 million, but only Benue. They say only Benue. This is only one state, too. And you will see. Okay, let me continue a bit. They said it has been traumatic living in the camps and expressed their desire to return home to their farms, which have been taken over by headsmen. Do you ever see where they fight the headsmen that have taken over the farms of these people? Have you had it? No. The answer is no. Every time all their problem is ESN, because we are the people. IPOB is stopping them, blocking them from carrying out their order, their policy in Nigeria. And do you know what? They saw it as Fulani conquest. No, it is not. There is a mighty hand from afar, from outside, manipulating, using them. Fulani is just nothing. That is why you shout from east, west, north, south. From now till tomorrow, America keep quiet. They keep mute. How they will come and give lip. They say what is happening. The farmers' headers clash. We are working towards environmental. What do you call it? To save the environment. To stop a farmers' headers clash like in Nigeria. Finish. They don't talk about the people that has been displaced, pursued, killed, pursued from only Benue, 2 million from only Benue. You don't talk about Sokoto. You don't talk about Zamfara. You don't talk about many states in the north. The Fulani terrorists are in charge of there. Nigerian government is not in charge. You know that? But all that matters to them is Biafra land, ESN, because we are stopping the agenda. We are the people stopping the agenda. And even the West, they are mad. For you, I am not saying it, with apology. The West, mostly America, they are mad at us that we are stopping their larger agenda of using Bill Gates' GMO seeds on us. Later time they will go and meet all those farmers. Say, okay, we will give you other farmland. Okay, distribute. They will distribute seedlings to them. This GMO. Tinubu has sanctioned it. He has accepted it. It's now on Nigeria. GMO now. They will go to this all these refugee camps, distribute seedlings to the farmers. Is it not what Dr. Njema has revealed exactly what is playing out? Is it not? Is it not? You know, Nigerians are there in the ocean. They don't know what is happening to them. They are just alive, being swallowed whole. We are shouting, warning even Nigerians that look, it's not only about Biafra, it's about everybody. But do you know what they use? Nigerian government they use against in order to deal with every other Nigerian is the hatred of Igbo. The hatred for Biafra. They propagate it. Just now, as they say, Taraba citizens say now they are citizens, they are Taraba citizens. Fulani, they have been kidnapped in Anambra or in Biafra land, and that will be the case. There is the people who say Nandi now kill them, kill them. Whereas they don't understand the bigger deal. They don't care to check about the bigger deal. The bigger deal is that the Fulani is being used by the Western powers in order to put everybody under their cage. Do you see our nomenclature? Igbo, Biafra nomenclature. They want to change us to the type of character they want us to be. They want to dictate the number of people we should be. Are you hearing me? That's why bigot is there. All these Benue refugees. Who talks for them? Who solicits for them? The former governor for Benue State, he have a lone voice shouting in the wilderness. He have shouted Samuel Autumn. He have thought in his time he have gone. One person cannot do it. They try several times to attack him. He have talk. No backup from any. Is it Igbo politicians? Okay. Biafran politicians in general. Who's about nobody? Everybody is afraid. But he said they used to call him in private, saying, "Nah, continue what you are doing. We cannot do it now. Why can't you do it? Because you're a coward. You are selfish." Do you know why IPOB is progressing, advancing? Because we are a movement. We are Igrube. Do you see it? It's not only one person. It's not about one individual. That's why when I look at all these siblings of our leader acting, I look at them, I laugh. Kano family, your name is nothing. Nigerian government doesn't know. It doesn't give a damn about you as an individual. What matters to them is IPOB. That movement, those people everywhere. That is what matters to them, not your family. Your family is, if it is only your family, they will crush you. Even they will use Nigerian government can use Faribeku, that your father's compound, and use it and build Almajiri school, you can't do nothing. Cannot family. I look at these people, I say, no. Can you hear me? These people, this thing. Why? Why? Why are they behaving like this? We are a movement. Only we being together, we can, we can hew down a mountain. That is why we are respected. Not individual. You will nothing. It doesn't matter who. You are nothing as an individual. You go BK is our proverb. So these Benue refugees, who cares for them? Who talks for them? What about their land? What is happening in their land? Why should they be refugees? Whereas they are sending military every day, occupying Biafra land. We are under occupation. People are talking about Palestine occupation. Biafrans, we are under serious occupation. Are you hearing me? What happens to the ancestral lands of these people in Benue? They have given it to the Fulani. They have renamed many of it. Many of their town, they have renamed it. No more. For 7 years they have been there till today. Who talks about them? Nobody. What about the Igbos there? The Biafrans there, Igbos there. Ohanese, do they care? Narrating their ordeal in camp, that 5-year-old nursing mother of 4, Blessing Andofa, who left Opam in Guam local government area 5 years ago to live at the Ichua ID camps along the Unigari Road, Uni-Agric Road, North Bank, said it has been traumatic living in the camp, but they could not go back home. Why couldn't they go back home? Because their homeland has been occupied by headsmen. This is what they want to do in our land. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Because their lands have been occupied by headsmen, and that is what they are trying to do in our land, and ESN is obstructing them. IPOB is obstructing them, and that's why they are mad. That's why they are mad. Do you know what they are doing? They are using media propaganda, everything, in order to demonize IPOB. And as Nigerians are stupid and foolish, they buy into it. Oh yes, and these people, you don't know that we are defending our territory from Fulani occupation, so that what happened in the north will not happen in our land. The Yoruba Amoteku, they are silently doing their own. Do you see them talking? Do you see them talking? The answer is no, because their land also is under threat, Fulani threat. But it is only in our land that they are using our politicians. These people don't know what type of human beings our people are. They are using, because of their private greed, they don't understand the bigger picture. What matters to them? Let us be in peace. Quit you and peace. Which kind of peace? How can you live with a lion inside the same cage? You live in peace? Is it possible? You become the victim of that peace. In Dubai, some Nigerians that are sponsors of Boko Haram and Fulani headsmen terrorists, we are caught there in Dubai, and they mentioned many names. Not small people in Asorok, governors, senators, Fulani senators, northern senators, some in Asorok already, some different positions. They mentioned their names for them to be picked. Nothing. Nigeria played down on it because they are already in charge. They are still serving jail terms in Dubai today. In Egypt, some few of them, I think one of them was going to, and is a senator? He's a high government official, going to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, but transiting in Egypt. They stopped him. They know he's a wanted person even in their land. Remember, Egypt is a Muslim majority country. It's an Arab republic. It's a Muslim majority country, but they don't care because they are not sponsoring terrorism. So they stopped that man and interviewed him. They wanted to, I mean, they took him to court. They wanted to jail him. Nigerian government with its state, apparatus, they intervened quickly, promising Egyptian government that this man, that will bring him to show us proof that he's a terrorist sponsor. Egypt showed Nigeria proof, which they know. But they are just trying to pull the Egyptian legs to know whether these people know. Show us proof that this man is a terrorist. Egypt showed them different proofs, pointing directly that this man is a terrorist, is a sponsor, terrorist sponsor. He's an Islamist, sponsoring Boko Haram, sponsoring ISWAP in Nigeria. Nigeria play politics there and promise Egypt that they will prosecute that man in Nigeria. Now Egypt have to release him because they wanted to jail him in Egypt. The Nigerian government knew that it will be a national scandal smear on their face if they allow this man going. He's on transit in Egypt. Not Egypt is not their his destination. Only transit. They captured him. They arrested him because he's a terrorist. They looked their list. He's on the wanted list. They told Nigeria assured them that, look, this thing I'm saying, I think it happened last year. Nigeria, promised Egypt that Egypt will prosecute this man. They feigned ignorance as if they didn't. Oh, so this man did this now. Wow, bring him, we will jail him. They brought this man home and they released him. Where is that man today? What of those? One Yoruba, this thing, high-ranking military intelligence official that should be in the shadows have to come out openly on national television to shout that the problem of fighting terrorism in Nigeria is not about sending military. It's not the center of gravity of terrorism. They asked him, what is the center? He said, you people, if I tell you people, you can't do nothing because I know you people. He told them that those sponsoring terrorism are in Asorok. They are in high government positions. And when he said it, they kept quiet. This one will look this one, this one will look this one. They say, okay, we got to move on. I beg, leave this one, leave this side. Today, that is what they are sponsoring. They are sending Fulani terrorists in our land. They never tire because they are not lacking Almajiri indispensables, people that are indispensable. They fool now, they fool the not. Say, oh yeah, come. They train them. You are fighting for both foreign jihadis is coming into our land. People don't understand the seriousness of our issue. Ask this Benue indigens. Only Benue, only they never talk of Plateau. Benue, 2 million. And you say this is a country that we're supposed to be. They use the hatred of Biafra and the Igbo to unite them against the people that are fighting. You're fighting for everybody's interest. Do you see how the Fulani have been succeeding in Nigeria? How little Fulani took charge of Nigeria? Do you see? Because they isolated the Biafrans, isolated the Igbos, mostly Igbo Biafrans. And, they know that we are the people that will wage them, that can wage them. Now they isolated the Igbos and now put that hatred on Igbos. Or the hatred of Igbo. Everybody, they demonize. Everybody caught up. And today, everybody is shouting and suffering. Fulani, they are killing us. Why? 1% of a population. Nigerians, can't you be ashamed of yourself? They formed a bubaga in our land. A bubaga is meant, they never one day go after the Fulani Maruedas. All they are doing is killing our own people. The people that form the bubaga, they are Igbos. They Mahi and Co. They are using it today to kill our people. And you ask, what type of human beings are these? Sometimes they can have power for nuclear weapon. Before God and man, just four megatons of multiple nuclear warheads will sink everywhere because it's just a waste of space. People don't reason. I am telling you, people don't reason. Only Benue recording 2 million refugees only in Benue. Now you ask what happened to the lands or ancestral lands of these 2 million people. They cannot tell you. No person talks about it. Oh, you are making money. You are looking for money. You don't think. One thing, when it reaches you, Nigeria happens to you, start shouting. By the many of you, you cannot even live to shout because you'll be dead. And only if you die, you don't even know that you have died. Do you see how stupid Nigerians are? 2 million refugees only in Benue, from Benue only. What about Taraba? People that are talking. What about Taraba? What about Adamawa? What about Sokoto? In Sokoto they killed the blasphemy. They killed one person, Yanusi, for blasphemy. The other time they killed, and the people are still playing. Let us be in Nigeria. What type of country are you talking about? What type of country? Where the government is bent, is massacring the citizens with only 1% of the population as terrorists to terrorize everybody. And the larger hand there is Bill Gates, which is America using Bill Gates, the West in general using Bill Gates, so that they will be able to control the population, control the number of people, to make you more idiotic, food dependent. Every year they must provide seedlings for you before you can plant. That is the plan. Just a little time they will start distributing seeds. Say, okay, you see one NGO, we say, okay, you'll be present. You know, Africans, why I detest the attitudes of Africans. They worship their killer. You see some NGO, Western NGOs now come say, hey, save the children. They will care for these refugees. Now, we have gathered seedlings to share them so that they will go to other places and plant, because their ancestral lands have been taken over. It's finished. So they will provide each person maybe 1 acre of land for each family, and they will share the seedling. And you see people praising them, thanking them. You are killers. People that planned for you to run away from your ancestral land. People that sponsored and armed the headsmen, the terrorists, to kill you. That is the world we are in. Africans, the worst thing that Africans do is worshipping their killers. After all, you have white Jesus, don't you? You worship white Jesus brought to you by Europeans. People that killed you. When I see people arguing, I cannot even bear it. People killed you. You were in your land, silently doing your thing. Some people came and massacred our people, massacred your parents, your ancestors, and imposed a religion, imposed a God. And you defend it. You are defending. Now it became They massacred our ancestors, imposed the religion on them, that they have a savior. Do you believe on this savior or not? If you don't believe, they cut off your neck. After the other people will believe because of fear. From there now they monitor them, they build the missions and the churches to tell them, oh yeah, train your children, catch them young. Started training their children, carrying their children, going there, training them. They grew and marry and born children. They continue training them, brainwashing until it becomes part of us. We now take it like that. Nah, that is it. When people don't go back to the history of how this virus came into our land. I will talk about this thing later. I will talk about it later. It is very sad and pathetic, honestly. Very, very sad and pathetic. Nigerians are zombies. They don't even understand. Only in Benue, 2 million. Is on today's news. Go to is on Vanguard. 2 million Benue farmers sacked from ancestral homes, still languishing in camps 7 years after. Who sacked them? Fulani terrorists. It's open there, it's written there. But nobody. Many of those people in the camp, when you tell them about Biafra, they say, Biafra is bringing war. I beg. But they are suffering. That is one thing with black people. Instead they worship their killers. Is it not high time we change our mentality, please? Our time I get you change here, because with this mentality, a black race is heading. We are going nowhere. We are going nowhere, honestly speaking. With this mentality, I saw somebody write up on, I think on Mazi. Well, let me read it a bit before. Let me read it a bit. Somebody that went to pilgrim in Jeddah. He's a Yoruba Muslim. He said, if you arrive Mecca, the roads are layered with industries. If you go to Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, the roads are layered with industries. Go to European societies, the roads are layered with productive industries. But come to Yoruba land, the roads are layered with churches and mosques. The roads between our two largest cities, Lagos and Ibadan, are all decorated with churches and mosques. Hardly any industries. And they are praying. The worst part of it is that in that industry, in that churches and mosques, they are praying for God to feed them, to give them work. You see, why do I call black people many black people primitive Neanderthals? This thing, is it not common sense? Is it something you have to read, go and study in Harvard before you know it? Now, what provides job is industries, productivity. Why do you know that the Western countries don't see black countries as or many black countries as countries that have economy? They don't not to have a small economy. You say they don't have an economy. Zero. Many people don't understand what it means. You cannot produce nothing. You cannot even feed yourself. During have you forgotten the war in Ukraine, where importation of grains from Ukraine and Russia was perturbed? African president were shouting, oh, okay. Instead of people to think, how are we going to make sure that we feed ourselves out of this, teeming population we have? When you ask an average Nigerian politician, Nigeria is a blessed country. He will tell you Nigeria is a blessed country. What are the blessings of Nigeria? You say, we have crude oil, we have gas, we have gold, and finish. All these things, natural resources, finish. When you have a Japanese, talk to a Japanese politician. A Japanese politician will tell you that their highest natural resource is their population, the human beings, nothing more. Because it is the human beings that produce. But Nigeria, they don't think like that. Oh, we are rich. Say we are our land. Oh, we have oil, we have crude oil, we have gas, we have this and that. It will not even mention the most important thing. And that is how it is. That is why Nigerians are poor. You are in the midst of ocean, you are in the midst of rivers, you are in the midst of arable lands, but you are hungry. In the midst of forests, teeming with fruits, good manured lands, humus soil, everything. Animals teeming, you can lay trap and catch, but you are hungry, dying of hunger. What do you call that person? Here on Radio Biafra, we say it as it is. We don't pity ourselves. So if you cannot endure or you cannot, listen to what you are saying, you better quit. We don't beg you. Are you hearing me? Nigerians are there working, zombieing, enjoy. They don't think about the millions and millions of refugees that have been sacked from their ancestral homes. It doesn't concern them. It's only when maybe as he's going one way, the Fulani herdsmen will waylay him and attack him or kidnap him. That time when he come out, he will start talking. Have you forgotten the primate? The bishop of Anglican bishop. Is it Archbishop of Abia? Have you forgotten? Oh, Potaku Ezioku. Since that time, is he doing anything? The answer is no. Typical black man. He has taken. He will be careful of how he moves. Do you see the difference between the black man and the civilized white person. I am saying it here. That primate, if he's a white man, let me tell you, he will sacrifice his remaining life and say, look, I don't care whether all this thing that is happening, I don't want it to happen to any other. We must fight this. He will be campaigning everywhere around the world because he has the means. He can travel anywhere and talk to people, talk to power. But this one, Igbo man, hey, I said, I don't talk much. You Bishop, we thank God that you come out. So everything has been regulated. You see how. So only mind how you walk. Hope most of them will tell him, I will give you 2 policemen guiding your military. So he himself, he will go down, say, okay, don't worry. No, stop talking about it, okay? Just mind your business. That is how black people work. And that is why they are behind. They don't fight evil. A person that they kidnapped, is it 2 or 3 years back? He didn't want to, until in the next 24 hours, his people cough out 100 million naira. They were trying to price. He told them, no, don't price. These people are not joking. In my presence, they killed many people. Don't price. Just give them the money. They have to cover out to put the poor people that pay 50 naira, 100 naira, all over emergency. And he came out instead of dedicating his life to fight this scourge. No, that is how black people behaves. How do you think evil will diminish in our land? It will not. Because people don't sacrifice their lives to fight evil. People don't sacrifice their lives. No. He wants enjoyment. But he wants to go to heaven. They gave him straight ticket, one-way ticket to heaven. He refused. He said, I know they go. For you to understand that they are all scammers. All of them. All. They are scammers. All. I say it without any apology. Instead of that kind of person, he should be going everywhere, in televisions, in different media houses, even if outside somebody, if he thinks that his life in danger, run away from Nigeria and start campaigning. Say, what is a pastor if I can? What am I doing as a bishop if I cannot fight for humanity? But he cannot do it because he's a black person. What matters to him, for him, is his comfort. His comfort is what matters. Once he has his comfort, every other person can go to hell. This is what IPOB is trying to change from our head. That's why Mazi said that the problem of black man is nothing. Is in the head, the way we reason. It is fundamentally flawed. We need to change it. Without changing it, we are going nowhere. We don't want to restore a Biafra that will be run aground by useless zombies, by people that think in a very fundamentally flawed mentality. No. Honestly. A primate, a bishop of high cadre like that, that's supposed to be moving around, making sure that people are sensitized, talking to the powers that be, that look at what is happening in our land. I am a living example. I experienced it. Look at. As I experienced, do you know how many people they killed in my presence? Every day they are killing people. Fulani headsmen on the ramp. He said it without fear or favor. But after he went down, I know they have done the backyard politics. Call him and tell him. Instead, they make him to believe him more better, give him more security for his own self. Very selfish people. This UG, the selfish, honestly. The extremely selfish. Every human being is selfish, but our own is extreme. Is extreme. We are still at that hunter-gatherers level of selfishness. It never change. Do you know when the early men type of selfishness, whereby if you gather your mango to eat, Any person that comes to take one to eat, you use a stone, break his head. There was a time human being behaves like that, but that behavior is still in the mindset of Ndishoji till death, black people. I am telling you. That's why they don't like to fight against evil. Because they tell you, so I beg you, what if I die? If you die, and then are you not going to die before? The number of people that have died in this world is far, far, far more than the people living. You know that? For some millions, if not billions of years, human beings have been existing. You know that? So why should we? The good name is better. You immortalize legacy. Our people, they don't look legacy as anything. What matters to them is that thing, that material wealth they have, and enjoy. The bishop, do you see him anywhere? This is a person that should be worrying, even go to CNN and be blasting. If they don't allow him, go to Al Jazeera, go to international, go start a foundation that look, Fulani headsmen must go. He must be abolished. But no way, all the mini now because and you go more comfort. Yeah, mini. That is a miserable life of Ndishoji and some Igbo men and women. Very pathetic indeed. This is what we are trying to change. This is what we are trying to change in this generation, in this IPOB. We must continue. Now, I want to read something. I want to read something. A news headline, and I want to talk about it because since our leader went to court, I have not been on it since 19th. Are you hearing me? So I want to say something about the so-called negotiation. Let me check something. Let me bring out. Okay. Yeah. You know, this is the time of propaganda. You know, heighten of propaganda by Nigeria. But we must be at alert. This is a trial time for IPOB. I know so that tomorrow, for you to understand, so that you be at alert. Do you see this struggle? No sentiment. We have done sentiment, or our fathers done sentiment, lost Biafra war, and we continue praising failure. Where are we today? The worse than ever. Today, it is not like that. Until we get it right and get to our final destination. Please. That is our focus. Nothing more. Now, the barrister, the so-called attorney, Ejimako, he threw blackmail and everything. He took over just for his personal interest. He took over the case of our leader. Organa to the extreme. He have reached his limits. Instead of, you know, asking for help from others, no way. He continue, committing, committing nonsense, catastrophe everywhere. But so many people will not understand. You know, what baffles me is our people, many of our people don't reason critically. I am telling you. In the last call, he said, no, IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu seeks out of court settlement of charges to end the trial. You see, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was asked on camera, he said, no, it was not me, it's the lawyer initiative. And it is the law. You know, there is a law. There is a law. Do you see that man? I don't know, but I see him as a Nigerian agent, direct. That is my feeling from day one. I could remember I've interviewed him here on this platform. There is one question I asked him. I know why I asked him that question. I think it is either 2 or 3 years now I interview him. I asked him a question. Ejimako Baris, I say yes. You know, as a person that is going on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you have never been attacked. Do you feel safe? He said yes, he feels safe to do anything anywhere. I chuckled. I kept quiet. I said okay, because I want people to hear. The interview is still it's on record. I know why. You know, there's a way you catch a fish or catch a monkey. How do they say it? I asked him that question that day. He didn't know why I asked him, because that was the time they vandalized Barrister Ejiofor's house, burned the house, killed people. You know, I asked him why. That time I started common sense. Other genuine lawyers were being targeted, but this one feels safe. He said he can lodge any hotel anywhere in Nigeria once in Abuja, and he feels safe. Why is he afraid? I said okay. It gives me a reason to think since that time after interviewing him. Now this man, through blackmail with a Kanu and all the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are Nigerian government na eguhana aba. First they say pursue these people. You know, the people blocking your Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's this thing bail. You say these people Ejiofor and Ozekoma, pursue them, try everything so that they go. If they go, now you take over the case. Do you see where your enemy is giving you suggestion what to do? I'm telling you. He said, yeah, Binta Nyako told them, just do it. And using blackmail. Hey, this and that. Hey, these people do. And India wouldn't want you. Say, okay, we'll file Bunye Ejimako. Ha Gazier court the first time for her may opt for bail. This position they are in now, it is what IPOB have been saying, that we should never get fair trial for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because Nigeria, once they could not obey the court order of 13th October 2022, discharged and acquitted, it doesn't matter. Normally, they're supposed to obey that order first. They said no. So what are you going through? These people said that they committed them into continuing the trial. They deceived them that they will have bail. After now, they go for the bail, they flop them. Go for another, they flop them. He say, Mommy Nyako. Now wow. That time they came back. He said, now they came back saying, nah, no fair trial. Now they say, according to law, whether Article 17, you can go for negotiation. I'm asking Biafrans, a lawyer that is not talking with the movement. Please listen to me attentively. Barrister Jimako is not talking to any member of the DOS. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra. He is there because of IPOB. The barrister that is in charge is not talking to any member of the DOS, but he's initiating negotiation. Tell me what type of negotiation? It's just to compromise Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Just come out first. Do you see this? Nah, let me come out first. I'm talking it here. Mark today's date. Let me come out first. Do you think that Nigeria dealing with you, Nigeria you are dealing with is stupid? Owazirike went and came back. Where is Owazirike today in Biafra struggle? They gave him now the chart of his. Nigeria now gave Owazirike a chart of doing his own Biafra. Every year he do Biafra this thing. They pump you money. Money is not the problem. He will, so uniform. People come and do march pass to raise our people's sentiment, because Nigerian government, they now know that our people are highly sentimental. When things are going wrong, they don't recognize. Only just come out and do whoa, 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 hey, now, hey, without you thinking critically. You know the worst thing Mazi Nnamdi did? To raise up people like us. Most us know, now this struggle. People that are thinking critically. The way you are seeing things and shouting is not the way. We go to that saying, now what is this? We reason it critically. So that people, you see, if Owazirike call for Biafra, this and that, people are still following him today. Am I wrong or am I right? Why do you think so? Because those people genuinely, they believe Owazirike still have that this thing. Because he can gather people, share rice, call brass band. Hey, Nasi Biafra for that day. That is the blueprint of Nigeria to give that has given to him. He got it when he was in jail. For your information, because this struggle, no person should come and rubbish it for us. I will read all the story, all the praises, this and that. We cannot allow it. When we say we are awakening, all these things are awakening. Are you hearing me? Owazirike is through jail that he was compromised. When he come out, he started doing Biafra in Nigerian way. I said the worst thing Mazi Nnamdi did is to gather us everywhere in the world. You don't know people that can also checkmate him. People or everybody say, hey, now he's our no. Tomorrow if he come out and start talking nonsense, we tell him that Biafra is more than you. Because the way things are going, we are not comfortable. How can a Jumako be initiating negotiation? Do you think Nigeria will say, okay, negotiation on what basis? What basis of negotiation do you think Nigeria? Nigeria, they have told him that you know the problem, renounce Biafra agitation. Now we will give you the way to do it. But with our people's sentiments, can you detect it? That is the problem, and that is where the Nigerian government is counting, because they will give you a way to save your face if you agree with them. The only negotiation with Nigeria, as long as it's you that is begging them for negotiation. Normally, a freedom fighter, you're not supposed to beg them for negotiation. It is them that will beg you. Dear Kega, Mandela. I have studied Mandela's journey to the jail and out. Under several occasions, he was approached by the South African government to release him, but with this condition. He said no. Do you know why they are doing that? Because when Akpoto outside, the ANC is still active. So they say, can you come out? If you come out at least to quell this problem, but there is a condition. You have to do this. You have to stop like this. He say, I am not coming out. Oh. Me, I know they come here, and here I go die. This jail. Now here I go. People outside are not cooking. Everywhere and I campaign. That is what forced the South African government, forced them, even the international community, not only South African government. The pressure became too much that no, you have to release this man. Even, let me tell you, the day Mandela was announced, he was announced to be released. He told them, I'm not ready to go now. He said, give me, even if 1 month here, let me prepare. They say, I watch this document, I watch every documentary concerning this man. The day, I said, the day he was to be released, I think 1990, they came and announced to him in the jail, say, Mr. Mandela, please prepare, because you are going to go out. The country, the government has resolved to release you with immediate effect. He said, what? Release me? I am not prepared to go now. You have to give me, even if 1 month notification, so that I'll prepare. They told him that it is on, how do they put that in English? That they cannot rule back. It can never be objected. That if he don't want to go, Mandela said, no, I cannot even be out of here now. Give me, because I'm not prepared. Give me at least 1 month to prepare myself here in jail so that I will go out. They say him, no. The government's ruling is final. You are going out today. Do you see a freedom fighter? Do you see that? I want you to reason. Because of things. But when the lawyer say start initiating a negotiation, and even the prosecutor, the government lawyer said no, we are not. I have to prosecute Mazi Nnamdi. What do you think? The negotiation is what? Relinquish Biafra agitation. Now be doing it when you go out. Be doing it in this way. And when you command, you can first of all give wepu Mazi Chike dosiem. Wepu go reshuffle DOS first, because on there again you sobu. Epo ha iwere ndia, iwere Madam Bridget tinye, iwere onye nka tinye reshuffle ya, so that we will help you. Not be money. Nigerian government will give you people that should be bought with money will be bought. People that will be bought with anything, anything. They provide all these things in order, because we understand your situation. You could go many things, so we don't want you to feel ashamed. We will help you, so that people will be still seeing you as that person you were. In here, this is government to something. But we are just analyzing. We are not dummies. Let me read it a bit. How can a lawyer, an attorney that is not even talking to the IPOB, is not talking to the leadership of IPOB, telling that he is initiating a negotiation? Negotiation, negotiation. On what basis? To come and compromise, so that after I say, hey, you see it. Hey, you have come out now, you see, it's me that did it. People now will be carried with sentiment without going, shining eyes and watching. What is the, what is the conditions of his coming out? We are here watching. We are not dummies. So I'm saying the worst thing ever. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mere we make people anya. Make people anya. I know say like this. Now watch it. We decipher it. We are now human beings. Let me read. He said, IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu seeks out of the court settlement of charges to end the trial. Hey, with the Nigerian propaganda, they will add the color, add everything. The defense lawyer introduced the issue while moving an application objecting to the court's jurisdiction to try the IPOB leader, who appears in court from the State Security Service SSS custody in Abuja. Mr. Jimako explained that his client will or would pursue an out-of-court settlement route if the court rejected his application challenging the court's jurisdiction. He said that he had discussed the proposition with the prosecuting counsel, Adeboyega Awomolo, a senior advocate of Nigeria, according to the defense lawyer, the prosecutor told him, that is according to the government lawyer, the prosecutor told him to defer the discussion to a future time. You see, he went to negotiate. Now let us negotiate. A lawyer of the leader of a freedom fighting outfit of IPOB now begging, let us negotiate. They snubbed him, defer him, say no, unless you go and talk to the Minister of Justice, because I'm a prosecutor under him. He's my organ. You can't talk to him. Otherwise, I have an order to continue the prosecution. Who do you think that should initiate negotiation among the two? It should be the Nigerian government. Because of what things that are going to say, they are the people that should initiate any form of negotiation or call for negotiation. By that time, Mazi the canon knows me, I know the negotiator. I dare here. No, nothing. If one came me, no problem. Me, I don't dare already. So you know, IPOB is still there. So it's of no. That is the talk that should be coming out from Mazi the canon. But when a defense lawyer that is not even talking to any member of the DOS is trying to initiate something that is bigger than him, what do you think? Is compromise. Compromise. Imagine I'm the Kano. Bring down this your struggle. And continue talking about saving Africa like Zeke of Africa. How Chineke? Do not talk about Biafra again. They only talk, be talking in a coded way so that you come out. When you come out, this mantra, there for freedom fighting. Are you hearing me? Mandela, several times they have told him, come out. We want you to come out, but when you come out, you will not go to Soweto. You stay in your state, in your village. You should not go to Soweto. You should not go to Johannesburg. You should not go to Cape Town, all the big cities. He said, me, you are giving me this condition. Immediately, as I'm coming out from jail, the following 1 hour, I'm going to all those cities. So for your information, I no go agree. No, tell me, what thing I do? I dey here now. I dey beg you, make I come out. That is how it is being done. Not begging to come out. If you are a freedom fighter of this magnitude, now you start begging to come out, which means anything can happen. It's compromise. I go 1 year Zoku. I go 1 year Zoku. His lawyer is trying to push Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to compromise. And the way people will think that compromise means I'm no more interested in Biafra fight. No, it's not like that. They will structure things to make you believe that that is how things are done. Nigerian government is smart. They compromise Asari Dokubo in jail. Do you know that? They compromise him. Asari Dokubo now he's showcasing money. He was a umbrella. Oh, he already tasted in freedom fighting. I pipeline this thing, pipeline guard. Now supplies, they supply people that are guide and kill anywhere in Imo State. Yeah, that is it. He's been given security so that you cannot reach him. That is how Nigeria works. Was the same thing? So we will never allow what have been happening. IPOB is a different thing altogether. That's why I say kill sentiment. If you don't kill sentiment, sentiments have been killing us. Sentiment will not kill us again for this time. You have to kill sentiment. That's why we are also attacking this religion in our land. I mean, because in our lives, because it's disturbing us. Hey, happen. Hey, happen. Hey, before. Hey, because I get them before, no be property. What matters is now and how we achieve our struggle. Nothing more. Are you hearing me? Nothing more. So, this man, for record's sake, it is the lawyer Jimako that is initiating this so-called negotiation. And you just tell me, somebody that is forcing for negotiation on Nigerian government, what do you think Nigeria will tell him? You tell him, say, go and convince your client to renounce what he said. If it is money, we give him money. If it is to save his face because of the way people take him, we will help him. We will help him structure a road so that people will not understand that we're going here, things have gone wrong. We will help him and we'll give him security. Hey, tell him like that. If he agree, now we negotiate. Is it not so? Otherwise, they are happy, because they know now they are on top. They are happy to because once you are desperate to come out, once you want to do anything to come out, now the people holding you, we are happy. They will be happy. But when you tell them that but IPOB will continue, Biafra must be restored. Hey, it is that time they will be instigating negotiation. How do you want us to get out of this impasse? But not a defense lawyer that is not speaking to IPOB leadership to come and on the middle mark thought that we are all babies. He thought that we are all babies. IPOB is indestructible. Nobody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. That if I come out tomorrow, person at my back, cut off my neck, and people will move on. Do you remember it? We take you by your words. So this man, let me continue reading, please. He said he had discussed the proposition with the prosecuting counsel, Adeboyega Awomolo, a senior advocate of Nigeria. According to the defense lawyer, the prosecutor told him to defer the discussion to a future time. Now, he said, leave that thing you are talking about negotiation now. Oh, you want trial? We must go on trial, I beg. They are doing kind for him because he have reached his limits. He was believing that once he blackmailed Ejiofor and Ozekeme, that he will come out and they will give this man bail. Ejimako, he doesn't care. He don't care about what we are fighting for. What matters for him is let anyhow, by crook or by hook, let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let they say he has come out. Even if he say he have denounced Biafra openly, he doesn't care. I'm just giving an example. Ejimako doesn't care. What he cares, I have done it, you see? These other people, these lawyers, you see how long, but I have done it now. That is only to uplift his profile to the detriment of our struggle. Oh, your people, people that are hearing me, I know that the students of IPOB, students of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are critical thinkers. It's not you are not shaken with emotion. You are not shaken with sentiment. No. That's why I'm happy that at least students of Radio Biafra will be understanding what I'm saying. These are scenarios we are looking. This is the lawyer. He doesn't care about Biafra anything. That is not his worry. What matters is for him to come out and say, nah, I have brought this man out. To the death. I say, even if destroy IPOB, because that is even what he wants. That is what they are pushing him to use to put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to at least accept, not be only paper. When you come out, if you come out now, you have to find a way to redo what you do. Not person we know. Do you know that some people deceive even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, of which I believe personally that even this Ejimako is one of them, giving him assurance that made him to go to Kenya. That you know who you are. You are now under international protection. United Nations, they forge one paper, give to a saying that you're under it and no person can touch you anywhere. And it's one of the things that contributed to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being to Kenya upon the whole advice, from DOS. That's why he didn't allow any of the DOS member to know, because they will shout, they will even cry scandal. Why? What are you doing in Africa? Do you know that? No, you don't know. We must continue. Here we say it as it is, because we don't want, after our people, they know how to blame. It took how many years? 2 to 3 years for the DOS to defend themselves, that they don't, to convince many of our people that they didn't know what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Otherwise, no, DOS really Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He sold them. He sold. Our people are people that, many of our people don't think. Once the emotion, once that blood of emotion enters their eye, their head, they don't reason again. They start acting in an awkward way, reasoning, talking in an awkward way. You cannot even you say, but this person, I thought that he even he's talking like this. That is why we are revealing all these things in Radio Biafra, for you to understand, though, so that you will be at alert. I wrote it on my platform. This negotiation, if there any negotiation that is not about the outright Biafra restoration, it is dead on arrival. I know why I put it there. We know their game, so for them to understand, and our people should understand this. Ejimako is trying to push our leader to compromise him by fire, by force, so that he can come out anyhow. But they don't know that even the Nigerian government are using him to push, they are using him to push Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to fall more and more. You understand? They have used him, the first one, to sack people that when they talk, Ejiofo, Binta Nyako is afraid of Ejiofo and the Ozokome, because there are things, Ozokome, anywhere he goes, any little opportunity he have talking to people in conferences, in town hall meetings, he will bring the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He will bring the case of why Nigeria should even be divided. Haven't you seen that? Do you see Ejimako talking anything like that? Do you see Ejimako, the lead counsel? Do you see him? What matters to him is that name. I am the lead counsel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We analyze any slightest grain of movement. I say grain, slightest grain of movement, and we tell it to our people. We expose it to our people for future reference, because our broadcast here is every of them is recorded. Are you hearing me? We must continue. Let me continue reading. In his response, the federal government's prosecuting lawyer, Mr. Awomolo, told the court that he lacked the power to negotiate with the defendants on behalf of the government. Mr. Awomolo acknowledged that Mr. Kanu's lawyer earlier communicated his desire to seek an out-of-court settlement regarding the charges, but he said he did not have the instruction of his client, the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, to embark on any negotiation with the defendants over the charges. He said that as a lawyer, he was only briefed to prosecute the matter. I told him to go to the AGF, that is Attorney General of the Federation, who has the power, he said, adding that the AGF and Minister of Justice Latif Fagbemi was the one with the statutory powers to negotiate on behalf of the Nigerians. Do you see? People, people that should be begging, they are now snobbing, bluffing. Is making strategic mistakes. He wants to, he don't care about crumbling IPOB, but he cannot now. He cannot. Hey, he cannot. He is making caricature of our leader. Are you hearing me? Going to beg, I want us to settle this. Let this man come out. Anyhow, even I know what he would have told them. Even anyhow, even if we don't care about IPOB again. Do you remember what Iwanyan said? Do you see how they are enveloping our leader? He said he distanced himself. It's propaganda, yes, but there is some but. It's what they want. They are putting words inside his mouth. No, let him just come out. He will make people will not even realize that he has distanced himself from IPOB in a general way. or in a specific way, but he will be acting. Because our people, once they come out, oh, where's your gadget? Nah. Occasionally, and I just say, no, leave him, he's our leader. Oh, no, hey. That's our people. And that is what Ejimako and the Canon Takano and the family wants to play on. That is, they want to play on the sentiments of our people. That is it. How do you think that a case of this profile, a freedom fighter of this renowned profile, will now be, the lawyer, his attorney will now be bringing him low to go and beg the prosecutor? The prosecutor said, no, I don't have power. I'm hired by Attorney General of Nigeria. So it's you, go and meet him to beg him. And the Minister of Justice. I'm just their lawyer, prosecutor. We have to continue the prosecution. What do you think? I cannot, I beg. I go and beg them. What do you think that they once you are begging, now they give you condition. What do you think is the condition that they will give? Renounce IPOB. I know you'll be ashamed, but we will give you a leeway to get out. And the people will not know. You'll be acting like before. You know, when Samson, according to the Bible story, you know, we learn from everything. Samson, once he have they remove his power, he will go out and say, let me do like before. Let me do like before. That is what they want to do. That is the prank, the ugly game they are playing. They want to play. You know, so that people will not recognize that another thing. For Biafra, for Africa now. He's fighting for Africa. General statements. All quite here, Ejimako not there. That is what Ejimako is for. To compromise, to push Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into compromise. Because when you are pushing, begging, it's just like Ohaneze Igbo begging for presidency. Here is 2023 Igbo presidency. Anything you enter begging, start begging. You initiate begging. You can, even if you get it, there will be a condition. Are you hearing me? That is what they want to do on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ejimako wants to use begging for negotiation. They tell him, no, go to prosecutor, tell him, go and discuss with AGF, Attorney General, and the Minister of Justice. I'm just their lawyer. They hire me. I'm just their lawyer, government lawyer. Okay? So I don't care. Now they are bluffing. You see, they will be seeing it. Don't worry. Don't worry. We will keep him there. You see that they are even making it difficult for our leader to boldly come out from that place. Do you see that? They said, don't worry, keep him there. They will fall. They will fall to our tune. Don't worry. Keep him there. They can even give him a very long sentence. You know that all these things he's playing, begging. They can give him long sentence that will make them start begging now to break the will of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into anything. Say anything I can put out from here, anything. That is where they are going. You know that? That is where they are going. That is why we are warning each and every one of us to be at alert. Do not let sentiment overcome your sense of reasoning, because that is how we have been over. Sentiment has been killing us for time immemorial, and that is why we have been suffering. We have been in this situation. Forget all the future, the situation we are in now, and that we have not reached where we are going. No, it's not like that. We should be critical thinkers. Ejimako is not talking with any member of the DOS, so he is not the right person to even start pushing for negotiation. It should have been that the Nigerian government should be saying, look, let us negotiate. Look, I now ask no boha. I now quite imagine I'm the onion do you can ask no boya. But he's now being rounded up with negatives that all these politicians that are going there with the help and connection of onion sibling. They collect money, they go, oh yeah. When you come, I will take you to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They put his name, you go. Do you think that they are going there for free? They are, when you continue hearing something being pushed, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a human being. He is not a spirit or a superhuman being. No, he's a human being. The only thing that I am soliciting is for us to be at alert. This struggle is what they are eyeing. It's the problem of Nigeria. This struggle, IPOB, nothing more. Any way to corrupt it, any way to, just the same way Masob was corrupted. There is still Masob today. Don't you know that? Masob, is he not still existing? But it's moribund. Oh, go pay. That is what. Now, if there is a Biafra anniversary, Wazirike will now invite Hamza Mustafa. Come and celebrate for Abiana Warabanko. Not so. Not the type of Biafra we want you to do. Where are you going with it? Nowhere. Just to do party and make people see that you are still on course. It is not what we are clamoring for. We either do this or not. That is it. Now let me read the final. We must register, we must record this broadcast. Are you hearing me? We must record it. Let me read the final news headline, please, before I open the lines. Blasphemic killings claim over 300 Nigerians since 1999 as police fail to prosecute suspects. How do you think we should be in a country like this? How? Please. How? How? How do you think so? Blasphemy. We are in a country that is normally secular. But 12 northern states in Nigeria, they are going on Sharia law. If you talk, they kill you. How do you think that that type of country can succeed? Nigerians talk. No, let us tell ourselves the truth instead of deceiving ourselves. Are you hearing me? We must tell ourselves the truth. This type of country will never succeed. It is impossible. It is completely impossible. Okay? That is why we are fighting, in order to get out of that mess called Nigeria. That is it. And it must be done. Now, there is this other headline too. 100 of Scottish churches up for sale as United Kingdom turns away from Christianity. Now, I wrote there on my timeline, they are clearly ridding themselves of the very dangerous virus they inflicted on Africans. Do you see why they are selling churches? In order to raise funds, to put more factories, to build more factories. Nigerians are building more churches. What do you think of it? And you are dying to go that place that they are selling their churches. But when they tell you to, no, let us behave, be like these people, reason like them, now to build the factories so that we can be able to live like them. You say, no, you are fighting Christianity. But Scotland now, they are selling 100 of their Scottish churches. Because they say no more members. They say no members, so they cannot be having this burden of maintaining, taxing people. No, it's not. After all, even the churches they are maintaining in England, your money comes from Nigeria. Miserable people that are contributing money. In Rome, the same thing. Why can't you reason like human beings? Why? You want to go to Rome. You want to go to England. Why do you want to go there? No, their government is good. They are doing well. How are they doing well? They are selling their churches. They no longer believe in superstition. They no longer believe in praying for Jesus to bless them. They don't pray for Jesus to bless them. No. They work. They create factories. They build factories. They hold their governments responsible. Okay, let us do it in our land. Change our mentality so that it will be like these people, so that we'll be able to build our God. He said, no, don't talk against my Jesus. No, 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 no. Do you see black man? No, do you see black man in this OG the way we reason? But you want to go there every time your prayer. If you have a visa to Scotland, the United Kingdom, hey, you go and give testimony. If Jesus have done it, but they are pursuing Jesus. They say they don't need it again. They believe in themselves. Now, why if we are talking, it say let us change our mentality so that we start reasoning like these people, so that we can build a country like these people and we be proud and be in our land. You say no, believe what you believe, I believe what I believe. Is that the case? Is that the case? The answer is no. We need to change the way we reason. In Saudi Arabia the other day, more than 1,000, I think 1,080 something people died out of heat wave. They are happy. One person, somebody over there, I think mostly they are Egyptians. Most of them are Egyptians, Egyptian pilgrims. About 600 and something of them, more than half, according to Al Jazeera. Somebody they played, he's talking direct. He said people are falling like flies, dead bodies everywhere in the streets, in the car, all those sides. They say they don't have they don't pick them in time. In that way, in that heat wave of 50 something Celsius. Do you see that? Do you see what religion can do to people? And they are happy that they are going to heaven, isn't it? Do you know how much Saudi Arabia is making out of religious pilgrimage? Do you know how many billions a month, billions of dollars a month? No, you don't know. It's better we change our mentality and remove religion from everything we are doing. We are the gods of this earth. We have to, the way human being programmed this earth is how it is, or how it should be. Are you hearing me? That is QED. No spirit comes and program. No, it's a human being. Do you see how America has been fighting in order to purchase the organs of Nigerians in advance, and he did it. He's a human being. Is it a spirit? The answer is no. How did he do it? He influenced with money, with the politics, the right politics, to influence the president, to corner Nigerians and use their politicians. Do you see that? That is human being, it is not spirit. When people are dying of cancer, it is courtesy of Bill Gates either water or GMO seeds in Nigeria. Don't you see that? It is a human being, it's not spirit. But you yourself, with your religious belief, when somebody has cancer, it's Jesus that it's Satan that did it. No, it's not Satan. These are preventable. The basic requirement to change the situation is start by changing the way we reason. That is the number one primary requirements. Once you change the way we reason, now we start seeing all these problems in a different way. Knowing that there is no Satan causing all this, there is no Jesus that will solve it. It is we human beings that are causing it. When Brigade come, now we massively turn out and say no to our government. So our government will see that the people did not agree. They will tell Brigade, say, oh boy, these people, they no agree or beg. Are you hearing me? That is how the world is. Instead of following sheepishly, they go to church tomorrow, they will tell you your problem is Satan. No. Satan you have been trying to kill. God, according to your Bible story, God did not kill Satan in heaven. Satan rose against him. He did not kill him. They fought a war. He did not kill him. Instead, he pursued him under this world, to this world. And now we say, woe to the people of the world. Because that person that Satan, God cannot kill, have come to this world. And Satan will do to you, make you do bad, do something bad. Now God will punish you. Don't you see that story I want to call it? You get as it be that story. God will punish you. That is the victim of the Satan he created. Instead of killing him. a story I want to call it. Let us stop being stupid in our thinking. That is IPOB for you. This is where I'm going to stop. I will take only a few calls, please, but I will go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the line so that few people will call and we must continue.
Don't fight over territory and food. They fight over imaginary stories in their minds. If I look at the present terrible conflict tearing apart my region of the world, it's not really about territory, not objectively. There is enough land between the Mediterranean and the Jordan River to build houses and schools and hospitals for everybody. There is no objective shortage of land. And similarly, there is no objective shortage of food. There is enough food to feed everybody. And this is true of other conflicts in the world. So why do they fight? People fight over the stories in their mind. Like I work in Jerusalem, in the Hebrew University, and you know it's one of the most fought over places in human history. It's hard to understand why. It's not such a great place. You know, I mean, it's a very ordinary place. You walk around, it's just, you know, you have stones and trees and cats and pigeons and people, just like any other place.
It's on the water, the land is pretty good.
The land is not good. You can grow olives or something. There are no oil fields. There are no gold mines. Nothing. But in their imagination, people think, oh, this is not a stone. This is a holy stone. This is not just any place. It's full of angels and gods and saints and prophets. And they fight over this. Humans don't fight over territory and food. They fight over imaginary stories in their minds. If I look at the present terrible conflict tearing apart my region of the world, it's not really about territory, not objectively. There is enough land between the Mediterranean and the Jordan River to build houses and schools and hospitals for everybody. There is no objective shortage of land. And similarly, there is no objective shortage of food. There is enough food to feed everybody. And this is true of other conflicts in the world. So why do they fight? People fight over the stories in their mind. Like I work in Jerusalem, in the Hebrew University, and you know it's one of the most fought over places in human history. It's hard to understand why. It's not such a great place. You know, I mean, it's a very ordinary place. You walk around, it's just, you know, you have stones and trees and cats and pigeons and people, just like any other place.
It's on the water, the land is pretty good.
The land is not good. You can grow olives or something. There are no oil fields. There are no gold mines. Nothing. But in their imagination, people think, oh, this is not a stone. This is a holy stone. This is not just any place. It's full of angels and gods and saints and prophets. And they fight over this. Humans don't fight.
Open una ear, hear this one. This one na for EEDC o. EEDC wan defraud Southeast with exorbitant electricity bills with no adequate power supply. On top the matter be say, they no go give prepaid meter to their customers, but them go give illegal high estimated bills. They no wan know if light dey or e no dey. Instead of them to fix am, they go force people to pay the bills wey they no use, or them go cut the lights. I wonder how communities go use contribute money, buy their own power transformer, buy electricity cables, and yet pay huge amount of money to this obodo Naija corrupt EEDC, but they no go gree connect or bring the light. Even when they dismantle to repair community transformers wey spoil, they no go repair or return it to the communities. This issue don tire people o. Anambra State Governor Soludo, im don pay 100 billion naira to Emeka Ofo and EEDC. This matter dey under agreement to provide light o, 24 hours light o. But from March 2023 until now, Anambra State still dey for darkness. Emeka Ofo don frustrate other companies wey wan give us light. The koko be say EEDC na the reason why Southeast no dey develop. This thing no dey good o. I say e no good o. This thing no dey.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alu province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 22nd day of June 2024. Today being Saturday, Obochinko, we are live and direct. Our lines are now opened. As I said, I will take a few calls, please. That our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have callers already lining up. I have a caller already there. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, Mazi Jonathan Dewo.
Dewo.
Yes. My name is Mazi Amechi from Canada. Mazi, I want to start today by greeting our indomitable leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience. My salute goes to DOS, the indomitable group that is organizing this leader, and at the same time, to all the lovers of freedom and our frontline media warriors. Mazi, the day you brought out this topic, going back to our roots, I'm not even sure you know the size or the weight of that name, going back to our roots. It's just like what you used to say, that the day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu created, the mistake he made was to open our eyes. Now, this topic, going back to our roots, is a mysterious name that it has a lot inside it. Only myopic people will be looking at it and seeing it from only one side. Maybe they are looking at it from a religious angle. Going back to our roots has a lot to do with our existence. Mazi, this is likening to a tree. For example, if something go under the ground and eat the root of a tree, or maybe destroy the roots, the tree will die. Nobody will know what is killing the tree. Organic food is the source of our immunity. Anytime we deviate from eating organic food, something that came out from our land, our immune system will be very weak. That is why they are trying to eradicate organic food, introduce GMO by this wicked gate, this wicked brigade, poisonous brigade. The whole world has rejected GMOs. In North America, is a taboo. In some places, in fact, it cannot even travel into the United States by land. If you have anything, fruit, in your car, you'll be treated like somebody who is smuggling something. They will specifically ask you, do you have anything orange fruit? Because they are very worried. They don't want anything GMO. Now, Mazi, I have a question. And that question will go to you and some of our leaders. What are we going to do? This is not a case of IPOB or Biafra freedom. What are we going to do to sensitize Nigerian bloggers, Biafran bloggers, so that they will start publicizing and castigating and educating our people on the need to avoid these GMO seeds? Because that is, we are under existential threat. If we don't sensitize our people, they can quickly go to the market and buy the so-called agri seeds, and the beginning of our death, beginning of the buying of our people will start from there. As we all have seen, that Chinedu has legalized the Fulani destroying people's farm officially by accepting the GMO. It means Fulani they now have legal backing to destroy organic foods. Because it is rampant now in social media, you will see cattle and cows will walk into people's farm, and the herders will be cutting down the maize and feeding their animal. It's pathetic. Nigerian government is sponsoring evil. So I'm also thinking that this Fulani Maruda, they have drones. Because, Mazi, if you check your page, I tag you on a particular video. How come they will leave the bush, they will locate a farm in the middle of the city, and they will take their cows into that city to destroy that farm? I'm suspecting that there's an insider who is giving them information, or they have a drone that they fly to know where they can go and destroy farm. So we say no to...
Mazi, have you forgotten? Let me come in there a bit. Have you forgotten that during Buhari tenure, they map out the whole forest? The whole forest in the south. Have you forgotten that? They have the whole mapping. Anything that is being sponsored by the state, by the government, Mazi, it is highly sophisticated because the state is powerful. So, as you say, they have even more than all these things you are talking. They will tell them, go here. Look at the people that we are caught, that we are intercepted by ESN. Those that they are shouting at their head. Look at how do they know they are? These are people, even foreigners, non-Nigerians even. Many of them are not Nigerian Fulani self. How do they know the road? Because they are being aided. They are being helped by the government. It's a government issue. They told them, go like this. They have somebody that follows them. Give them order, go like this, go here, and start the operation. That is it. Mazi, go on, please.
Exactly. Yeah, so in reference to that thing you said, Mazi, our eternal leader, Dumego Ojukwu, during the Civil War, said, now we are surrounded by enemies, those who want to kill us, eliminate us, and invade our land. So, Igbo entirely, Biafrans, we should all be awake. We should say no to GMO. We should say no to open grazing and support ESN, because we cannot do the work without ESN. Mazi, finally, coming to the issue of this Mama Put lawyer that is dragging himself to the mud. I've repeatedly made a request and suggestion. Is my own opinion, though, is not must, that I'm no leadership and listening. Let our law, Uchechi Kanu, visit her husband and tell the husband the implication of what Ajimako is doing. Because Nnamdi Kanu inside them may not even know the tricks playing outside. Now, you see how Ajimako will go and initiate negotiation all by himself without carrying IPOB along, without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu even knowing what the implication of what he's doing. And the media will be twisting it here and there and sending wrong signal to the public. And Masika Lolo Kanu Jegwa DSA and the Kwen Agwas in Africa. Obuka achọ nwoke ahụ achọ ya ewechite ejimako ejiofọ ozekome before ka ihe anyị hapụ ihe onye ọzọ. Mazi, I want to drop it here. We must continue. Dalu Mazi, dalu rine.
So Drege, we must. There we have no back gear, no reverse gear. We must continue moving forward. That's it. Caller on the signal. You have been there. Welcome to the program. Caller on signal. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Caller on signal. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you. Are you not hearing me?
Go on now. I think your voice is coming out now. Go on.
Okay. Chief from Ireland. Amaz in there. I listened to what you said, right? And there's a lot of things you said that prompt me to call and I want to ask a question. You know, and I want to lay a little bit foundation. Only the left to Kenya without the knowledge of the leadership. I'll keep that aside. Nene made comments that even on a radio Biafra about she's not answerable to anybody, right? And I raised her up in our unit, and even to the extent when they close the account, we stop paying and we hold our money. We are still contributing. We are not paying. until the
Mazi,
European
where are
rep
you
called
calling
us
from? Where are you calling from?
from Ireland.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just laying a foundation for questions.
Mazi, sorry,
So after that,
can you mention your unit, please?
Dundalk unit.
Donde?
Dundalk.
Dundalk. Okay, go on.
Yeah. So after that, when the European rep called and assured us, and now we started paying back to the account, right? But there's something one Chineke exposition he made, through the national coordinator of Germany, and that really get me worried. Whereby the information he displayed that the DOS is aware of it, but we that haven't not privileged to have such information have that situation that how can we be trusting this two man paying into our money into account she's managing, but we still asked to be paying that. So that one aside, I'm laying these foundations, Then Kanunta started insulting the leadership. I don't know whether he doesn't know that the GOS are part of the family members of IPOB. That as you are insulting them, you are insulting us. You cannot depreciate them because they are family members. They got come to our family unit and pay their dues. So, and what I'm trying to find out is when this lady in America, forgot her name, that when she first began her madness, Nelly, the leadership took action straight away and cut it off. Straight on. Take it out, straight. Now we have a media warrior, one guy in South Africa, creating issues, and now he's contaminating. All these things are delaying. And again, now, this issue of Aloy Ejimakor is obvious. Chinasa has even made his position that he has been giving a message for over 2 years. He failed to deliver it. He came to national television trying to indict Onyendu. He made a tweet that disclosed his dealings with that criminal that live in council house somewhere in Finland. Right? Now, the whole thing is, my first question is, when will the leaderships, do something different like they did in late time? Take on action.
Mazi, can you specify? Do something different in what?
Like, for example, when Canada only delayed a lot, that sometimes we start asking, Canada should have been expelled or been warned, or, so that we know that this what he's doing is not right, because we know that what they're doing is not right. Then,
but didn't
it took a long time.
You are talking? Didn't the leadership do it?
They did it, but
okay.
It took just like this media warrior thing that.
But they did it.
Yes. Okay. Let me be calm down with you. You see, when these guys in South Africa started from that lady that died, that's when they should have.
Mazi, don't drag us into something. Mazi, please. Mazi, let me come. When we have a program, for example,
yeah,
and you want to drag it to another side, please.
No, I'm giving a background to ask a question.
No,
but
you have given too much background. Many people are calling, Mazi.
Okay.
Please,
okay,
just
let me,
brief it.
Okay.
Make it so brief.
Okay, let me brief it.
Yes.
Okay, the main thing I want to give you this background is because of Aloy Ejimakor, right? Aloy Ejimakor, the evidence are there. He is working with infiltrators and more. From our oath, we took, there's a line in assert, insubordination and sabotage. If I'm the one working with infiltrators and more, will I still be there? Why would we allow someone working with infiltrators still be lead counsel? That's something.
Okay, let me ask you. Okay, let me ask you, Mazi. If you want the DOS to take action against Aloy Ejimakor, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Now let me ask you, if you are in the shoe of that institution called the DOS, and they have been trying to make sure that Aloy Ejimako didn't reach where he reached. But Onyendutu sanctioned it. What are you going to do?
In our oath, be insubordination included Onyendu. You made a comment here.
What I say, what will you do when Onyendu?
That's what I'm trying
because
to tell
anything that is being done,
we have to remind Onyendu. We have to remind Onyendu. Working with an infiltrator is a sabotage to our struggle.
Do you think that he is not being reminded? He is not being told. Do you think so? Mazi, there are things. There are things. Mazi, let me tell you something. Because although I would have even loved, I know soon my Mazi Chinasanworu will be on air. But I must tell you something, Mazi. The way things are moving sometimes, people don't understand what the DOS is fighting internally. They are fighting what is called demonic battles from all sides. Do you know that Kanunta, they visit, they are his blood brothers. They visit, according to the law, they have the right to visit Onyendu. You understand me? You cannot go there. You cannot go there. Even you fly home now, you say, I'm an IPOB member, I want to visit. I'm a DOS officer, I want to visit. You go to DSA, say, I want to visit my leader. Yeah, well, how do you think? Do you think they will just be watching? They clap for you, say, oh yeah, come. There are things we should understand. We are in a struggle, very tight and sophisticated struggle. Many things are being used to fight against us. You are here. When Mazi Chinasanworu was shouting all the time that Onyendu siblings, when they go to visit our leader, since the first time of since 2-3 years now, all they talk about is money. They complain, they lie against the DOS. Mazi Chinasanworu do this and that. They are laying foundation, and the DSS have been hearing this. Are you hearing me? Everything they are discussing, they hear it. So that now they put emotion. Even all those things is one of the main reasons why they still left Mazi Nnamdi Kanu there, in order to hear, to listen to everything. Otherwise, they would have taken him to Kuje prison. But they say no, we need to control what they are targeting IPOB structure. Are you hearing me? When they go, they lie. This one go, they lie. And you send. What do you think? What do you? If it's you, what are you going to do? Are you going to invoke a ton?
To inform Onyendu that this Aloy is a mole.
Mazi,
is an infiltrator.
You are talking. Even before
inform Onyendu that this Aloy is a mole.
Mazi,
is an infiltrator.
You are talking. Even before family struggle. You understand? Mazi Chinasanworu na say, say, ibe karịa akwa onye nwụrụ anwụ ọ dịzie ka ọwụgụ nwagburu ya. They have been fighting to prevent many things, but after, even where the source, everything they say, I say now, how can I carry that in me? Waiting, we are suffering ourselves, and the person we are sending message is listening to the other side. If it's you, what are you going to do? Let me tell you, there are some people, it will be, many of them will be frustrated out of DOS. They will say, I resign, I don't want to do again. Do you remember when Mazi Chinasanworu said, how many times he sent a message to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and said, is this a family business? Do you remember that? He said it on air.
Yes, I remember.
Do you think that he said it out of joke? It's out of frustration, what is going on, and the result they are getting, the information, the feedback they are getting. Do you know that? So our people should understand the difficulty, the immense difficulty. This DOS, if there is something divine, is divine. Otherwise, IPOB would have fallen apart. And that is exactly what Kanunta wants. That is what Nigerian government have been pushing. so that they will,
Mazi,
this
the
one
issue
will
is that-
frustrate and say, nah, me, I know that, nah, this thing, I don't tire. But no way. We are here up to this moment. So nothing again. That's it. There we go.
Okay, when the issue is coming from the head, the sabotage is coming from the head. He's getting worried. It's making everybody wondering what is, how will we kind of salvage this?
That is why. That is why Ejina Maya no kwa now. I na water. Imagine I'm the kind of where I say, "Oh, train and I can now water anya wara is okwejiri anyaku." I could remember when we were small, when my mother would just in public, when you do, look me one kind, I have understood, I behave myself. You understand? In the public. So that is what we are. You telling our people to kill sentiments. Kill. You know what is kill? Kill sentiments. Let us focus on where we are going and nothing more. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. Caller on. What's up? Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Good evening, Mazi.
Udodrege.
Good evening, sir. I am very happy to hear you this evening. So I'm doing what you are saying about Aloy Ejimako. The movement of Aloy Ejimako, not happy because that man want to compromise our struggle. Because I'm not happy when but I from so let us keep so we're not going to so to stop there. The person because our eyes don't open. So people are open now. No, we are not is not Waziriki. Is a person into the freedom of France and total freedom of the one chance. So,
there were Mazi.
Yes, they should strong firm. God is the strength. Because in fact, they are trying, and all our media. So I say make their day strong, because this struggle now they don't put it under here. So we're not going.
There were Mazi.
God with all three things that we used to fight this fight. So I'm happy. This more from.
There were Mazi. Thank you very much. Even your voice, I don't know. Is it my phone just blackened out? Honestly speaking, I mean, I was up. I don't know. I cannot even see anything. What happened? I don't know. Is it the cause? We are too many. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Please go on. Caller from Italy.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening from here.
Udodrege.
Are you hearing me? Your voice is very deep.
Yeah, go on, Mazi. Go on, Mazi. The whole world is hearing you. Go on.
Okay, Mazi. Good evening from here. This is Amy Chris calling from Italy. I decided to call on direct line because, as you said, you are taking a few calls, maybe for me to connect to Skype to listen to be too difficult. So I have some things to say, but let me begin from this year. I've run a call from Good Dog. He said that if the sabotage is starting from the head, that's supposed to be worried. My brother, do not be worried. If you are intelligent enough, you understand that by the language of body language of our leader shows that negotiation, our leader is not aware of it. And you see that our leader is very, very sharp and fast to comprehend certain things. What response did he give to the journalist asking that question? He said that the Jimako is quoting what the law says, not what he said. Therefore, any negotiation about that anything that we haven't even come to negotiation, that Allah Ejumako is quoting what the law says. So that is what you understand, that there's nothing like a saboteur from the leadership. But the problem is that the information being given to Oyendu to what Oyendu is reacting on. Whatever is Oyendu do, today. But the problem is that the information being given to Oyendu to what Oyendu is reacting on. Whatever is Oyendu do today, Oyendu to what Oyendu is reacting on. Whatever is Oyendu do today is according. None of them visited our leader for the preparation of the 19th of June court case. So when and where do they tell Oyendu about the negotiation or whatever they are preparing for? So that will tell you that Oyendu is not aware. Even the body language shows that is not aware. So there's nothing like sabotage from the leadership. From the leadership from Oyendu. Maybe behind from their brothers that are doing the game of Nigerian politics, Nigerian government always do. So that's number one. Number two, my brother, talk about our problem we talk about the war. If the war couldn't take place, that in the house, we could avoid the war or maybe be better. Yes, for me, I don't find any conclusion about the war. Though the only thing I saw that's very, very wrong going the war is that the war brought the division of Eastern region. Gowon, because of the war, Gowon declared a Kete state, announced the state election until 7th of May, while Biafra declaration came on 30th of May. You will see that there's people working behind, just like what is happening now in the Nigerian, in this case now. There are people behind working for this nonsense through maybe their Igbo politicians or some Eastern region politicians. And we will do that, giving fake promises and everything, and they think that you are dealing with a human being. But at the end, even apparently we're supposed to see all these things, because we have seen them on the day our leader went to court last time, trying to greet the persecutors. You see what the reaction of the persecutor, he didn't even shake hand on our leader. But our leader acted that upon the information he got. So this is the fake negotiation they are getting from all these people. And that is the problem we have. So now, you see that the target of Meke, where Juku declared Biafra. Declaring Biafra target does not schedule on that target May. It has been scheduled for a very long time, maybe 1 month or 2 months, and somebody went out and said them, this is what the people want to do on 30th of May, this is the manuscript, this is what they want to do. And that the one came and announced, until 7 they announced the division of Eastern region. And that is the only impact I see that the war has led to our destruction. But the other side, according to Achize, the war, they fought it to defend the life of our people. Perhaps if the war did not come today, for me, my own way, perhaps this man that was here, Ahmadu Bello, could have achieved his aim, because Achize was saying that they are using the military to kill the Yorubas, to kill. Remember, there's a lot of war during that time, a lot of problems, political unsettlement, and a lot of things. So all those things were settled with the blood of Igbo people to keep that Nigeria. Wow, go on. I want to come up from prison and become a minister. So all those things is something that I cannot draw conclusion that is the reason why we fail or we could have avoided the war. Because perhaps something bigger might happen, even to lead to our people to become. You know, also our brothers. Those in policies that were born in the north, if the whole Eastern region could have become Muslim or rather another thing. So and those working for negotiation, even the Britain, you say when India and Chinese the Europeans, they waited for us all angle of life, every sector they hold us. Now they are bringing people preaching to you as a believer, and on the other side they are bringing people as soldiers and army killing you. This is exactly the same thing. So those negotiations led by Ojukwu that led Ojukwu to fly away. You remember that the end of Biafra war was under negotiation also. That's the same thing happened today. That they let the CPF from told them that they should handle the Biafrans very carefully and to do everything. Or in other words, they will rise up and fight again. So it is under negotiation, and the negotiation is not done by the major key role of the parties, of the two parties. It's done by outsiders. So Britain also coming to put things in order, begging you go and negotiate for their own benefit. Because Nigeria become one, if they will have divided them, perhaps all the oil that are taking the seat in the eastern region, they could have not be taking it from today, since then till today. So, but all the things for their own benefit. So the negotiation also go behind other people. So I don't draw conclusion that the reason why we could have avoided the war and maybe perhaps
Mazi, let me come in there. I'm not saying, listen.
So I put the 50-50 on that one. Mazi, a little bit.
Mazi, can you hear me? Can you hear me? You are calling on direct call. Anyway, when you finish, because you are paying. Go on. Yes. I wanted to say something, but just finish up and hang up so that after I will talk. Because
just put it there so that other people can come. And the only thing I want to say lastly, our leader, the negotiation of our leader, as you said here, although our leader is not aware of it, and those negotiating for our leader should know that they are not negotiating with IPOB. IPOB is a movement. And if you don't talk with the IPOB leadership, on what ground are you negotiating with? Negotiating with our leader to release our leader and do what? And then what happened? So, it says here, IPOB have been wising up, our senses have been reasoning very well. Our leader knows so that we can come out and say, this is, and we said, no, we don't want this. Our leader doesn't leading a cow. He is leading human beings. And he always said that whatever we said is what is doing for us. So this is his words, and this is what makes us to come together to support him, stand behind him for this struggle. And it's a struggle for everybody's survival, not only the family of Mazi Mandekal, or rather his own. It's for our survival. And I know he's our leader, but he's not bigger. He doesn't have two heads than those that die. There are people that have died inside the struggle. It's not something somebody will just overnight and bury on the ground and say something like, I know our leader cannot do that, because I know the journalist that asked that question, it was sent by Nigerian government, as they normally do. You remember this lady, they called them, what is her name? This Stephen girl that came to our leader's house and asked questions. So they just try to know whether our leader will has changed his mind, because when they schedule all those things, they come and ask our leader. So to know, they send journalists to come and ask. Remember that journalist came to our house, our leaders asked her, is there? The agitation. Our leader said no. Either he died or he's living more better than he died. So these the things those people they send. The journalist that asked that question, you remember when he asked the first question, our leader put it as a joke, respond to her as a joke.
Ndewo Mazi, thank you very much. Thank you.
Are the ones seeking for me. They are the one that brought me for me. They will tell me what they want before I lie you.
Ndewo, thank you very much. I don't know whether you are not hearing me. Let me say something. Like before you quote me out of context, I didn't say that the war should have been avoided. That is not what I said. I said the context I talked about is doing something and stopping. You suffer more consequences than even starting it. That is it. That is what I said. And I stand by my word. If we continue this struggle, we stop it in one way or the other, or become balkanized, we will suffer more than even when we started. The same I say, like Biafra war, had it been, the way it was stopped abruptly, and every Biafran, every Igbo man went to sleep thinking that the war has ended, but they entered into another gear. Things become worse. Become worse than even when it was started. It would have been easier not to be started at all. For you to understand the alacrity, the kind of situation we are in, we have entered into a point of no return. Otherwise, we will be in a very bigger mess than we have imagined. That is what I'm saying. Calls are coming in on WhatsApp. They are crashing the phone. More than 700 calls now. Chineke. Only on WhatsApp. Caller on Signal. You have been there for going to 15 minutes. Caller on Signal. Please go on. Mazi Akas.
Yeah, Mazi, good evening from here.
There we go.
Yeah, thank you, my beloved brother. May Chukwuka continue to guide and protect you for the good work you are doing for Biafran people. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, my name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from for the good work you are doing for Biafran people. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, my name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, my name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom. My name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from
Let me try to see to restore the voice. What is happening? We must continue. Okay. It's out now. Okay, caller on WhatsApp. Go on, please. Make it as brief as possible. Caller. Let me try to see to restore the voice. What is happening? We must continue. Okay. It's out now. Okay, caller on WhatsApp. Go on, please. Make it as brief as possible. Caller. Let me try to see to restore the voice. What is happening? We must continue. Okay. It's out now. Okay, caller on WhatsApp. Go on, please. Make it as brief as possible. Caller. Let me try to see to restore.
All Biafra understand there is no in negotiation. What we need is total freedom of Biafra. Total freedom of Biafra. And Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, before I drop, I want to ask one question. If you cannot able to answer it, you may leave it. I don't know if our leader have got information that Nene Anya have sit on top of IPOB money, that she didn't want to release that money to the leadership of the struggle to use it to work. I don't know if our leader have got this, and I don't know how our leader will not listen to his wife. I don't know. Listen to the evil siblings that is deceiving him, that is leading him to hell. No, we cannot accept this. Instead of we will compromise for this freedom, it's better that we didn't start this freedom. It's more better that we didn't start this freedom. Instead, we will drop on the way. We must see the end of this struggle. So I love the way you people raise this alarm, so that the emotional people will not lay the allegation on the leadership. Mazi Jonathan, continue your good work watching it.
Thank you very much. I don't know, people are still calling. I'm telling you. Let me pick one caller. Last call, please. Caller on signal, you are the last caller. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi.
Jonathan Chinedu.
Udo Chukwoku kabia maderege.
Kwarage Mazi.
Great Biafrans. Udo Chukwoku kabia maderendi homana dema. Biafra is our religion. On this our platform is where we worship. Eze Chukwoku kabia, the God of our land, the God of our ancestors is our chi. Mazi Namdo Chukano Hamadike, one of Biafra land, is our leader. The only man who rejected everything concerning the zoo and said we must be free as a people. Great Biafrans, what our comrade, our professor, Jonathan Chinedu, is always bring the point that all of us are supposed to know what we want to do. This freedom fighter is not the meeting almost and as a conference or Igbo people Kaduna. What we are doing is more sophisticated than what we think. Let us look it this way. Why Nigerian government and the military came and host to people, call it what in Aba, teaching them how to go to social media to rise. We should know by now that everything that concerning Nigeria is against us. Even their church, the Church of Nigeria, everything is against us. Because what? They are call us that we did not want to be with them when they are doing their evil. If you are a truthful people, know that all the evil people will be against you. All of them. Nigeria is evil, created by evil people. Why Mazi is in there? Because they want to destroy IPOB. When we talk about this, everybody should understand that what we are fighting for is more than what we think. We want to be free. Free is not just come and take or let us collect it and go. Free people are coming through bush. Military of the zoo called Nigeria is coming in through Guinea, physical, and their churches is preaching against the same people. You go to social media, they are paying people to fight against IPOB, only against IPOB. Everything in Nigeria is fighting against us. And some people think that we are here to bring anything in the table. Let us discuss it and say everybody come out. No, we have structure, chain of command and control. If our leadership said stop, let us look around and know where these people are coming from. Just look at Fulani people. They are sending them. Nigerian government is sponsoring them to go and destroy our farmland. You think that thing is just, common thing. And the men who we are supporting to intercepted them, to destroy them, and bring out picture to show the whole world. And the Nigerian take about it. He take them how many weeks to come out with these lies, telling you that Taraba people who are fishermen. When we talk about Nigeria, some people don't know what Nigeria means against Igbo people. Great Biafrans, the area is better. If we want to be free, if we really want to be free, forget about anything in Nigeria. Don't think about them. What we have done now is to be free, to separate ourselves from Nigeria. In terms of those people that are coming in, somebody, let me ask you, great Biafrans, tell me one person that studied in abroad, came back with a good motive in Nigeria. Tell me one person. One person. One person studied in abroad, came back with a good motive in Nigeria. Tell me one person. One person. about all those things, you can negotiate. Nigeria negotiated about what? Is it about our referendum, or is it about the person that defeated Nigeria in their law court, discharged and acquitted? You are forcing our leader to agree. If our leader won't talk, he will just jump in. We are monitoring that man. We are monitoring that man. That is why we always tell people to know. We will continue. Everybody should know. We will start. Let them know that this is people that caused the problem. If you try to subject our leader to agree something that he said no from beginning, Biafrans. That is why somebody can come and say Nnamdi Kanu is savior in the DSS dungeon. Is it not the same people are saying it? Great Biafra, I don't want our leader to be a victim of I remember what he said, and the people have already died because of this. I remember everybody that we lost this freedom. Let them know that what Nnamdi can represent is Biafra, not a family matter, not to making money. This man, money mongers, who studying in abroad, came back here, tried to cause problem, lighting rubbish on social media. We know that, you know, when Gowon said, if you want to defeat Igbo man, you approach his fellow Igbo man and pay him good, he will do it for you. We think that we don't all this world where we is still in our brain. We can never forget. We keep every record that is going on. They went up and kill people and kill their colleagues, and the same Igbo people in the military. I asked them, why you as in military, as Igbo military, you stay in the military completely 30 good years, and you came back, somebody told you to go and stay in the checking point collecting 100 naira, 200 naira from your own people, and you agree, they went there and killed you. That one did not do that one. They use it and destroy our own communities, killing our people, killing our sisters. And the people came here trying to tell us about issue of what we already passed. Great Biafran, if we want to be free, we must remove everything. If you are coming into Nigeria thinking that what we are doing, Mazi, Jonathan said it. The problem our people made is that how the suffer today, and the IPOB coming out, and the people trying to mail us down.
Mazi, your output is no more good.
Yes, so that we can go backward.
There we go.
So great Biafrans, we are begging everybody, if you know what you want to do, if you know.
There we Mazi, there we.
Hello?
Yeah. Your network is no more good. Your output, I don't know.
There we watching again.
There we. There we.
Leadership. The move winning.
There we. Thank you very much. This is where I'm going to switch off the phones. My phones are, you know, hammering everywhere. But I will stop here, please, to another day. We can still contribute this to another day, on another day. What we as you know, we owe our people the truth. That is why Radio Biafra is here. You cannot restore a genuine nation or have genuine freedom with lying to our people or telling our people something always they want to hear, goodies, like others are doing. No, you cannot restore Biafra through deception. It's a lie. It cannot happen. That's why we tell our people how it is. So that, because we carry our people along, that's it. The DOS is in charge. It's an institution. It's not one person. It's the Directorate of State is an institution. We should understand how institution works. This DOS, the battle they have fought, the battles they have fought silently, I am telling you, it is a mess. Messy one. Messy. Battle, that is the sophisticated. People, there are not everything you can be saying on air. That is true. But we must respect the DOS. This is an institution that was rendered, left without no finance to run a global movement like this. That's why if I sit down, I am grateful to our ancestors, Ajala Biafra, for keeping the DOS very strong. They fought barehanded, without nothing. Everywhere was blocked. So, because many people every time the DOS should do they completely planned block a go institution. Oh, we have fought that battle and we continue. So what we are doing is to tell our people some possibilities. Because we will not be with sentiment. I know, you know, the way it is always being done in the church. Every time. Your blessing is this week. Oh, take your blessing this week. Oh, every time. Our people are accustomed to people telling them what they want to hear. Tomorrow is church. Prepare the money you will go. Because they will tell you sweet things. Oh, I release blessings in Jesus' name. This week is your week. Oh yeah, after everything, you come and you dance music as they are talking. Music is going on to stimulate you. That your membrane, your caudal membrane that is responsible for sentiment. So that you get anything in your pocket, I receive it. Oh, always you receive. So that anything during the week, anything that happens to you that is good, that is normal, that happens to anybody, any other person, you say, oh, it's because of that. That is the sentimental people. People that cannot curtail their sentiments. The caliphate knows, they have understood that we are people that cannot control our sentiments. That's why they left the churches. The churches, they are there inflating every blessed day, inflating our sentiments with music, with sweet talk. But after you want to jackba, you want to go where that sweet talk doesn't where truth matter, where in reality you face reality. You want to go there. You want to go United Kingdom, don't you? No sweet talk. Everything is done by normal, due process, normalcy, facing reality, and you still live fine. You work hard, you make it. But where it is sentiment. I said tomorrow now is church. You go church where they do everything. Receive, your pastor he will shout and speak in tongue and tell you that he have seen you, that this week you are going to get billions. And you say, you continue saying amen. No, you come and give the small one you have on Nanagea, sentiment. This is not, that is what here on Radio Biafra. We tell you the reality. It might be bitter, but it is what heals you. It makes you sound. It makes you think well. It makes you think, reason very, very sound as a human being. We are not a religious organization that tells you, oh, don't worry, you have a place that is built with jasmine and californium and every good thing, giving you fake hope. You are going to receive blessing this week. You are everything good you want to is good, sweet talk. And now about it, not here. We tell it to you as it is. So all these things is the alarm for us to be at alert. This struggle is for all of us. Biafra is not for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra is not for Mazi Chinedu. Biafra is not for Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Biafra is not for individual. It's for all of us. Are you hearing me? So we all have stakes in it. People have died. We can never afford this struggle to be sold over by an outsider. Push, it's called the Jimako, anything, come and, take the struggle and negotiation for his own personal aggrandizement. Oh, it's me that this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At what cost? Negotiation. What are you negotiating? You are begging for negotiation. What do you think Nigerian government will do? What will be their reason? I mean, what will be their condition? Stop what I will try to check that where one Yoruba Nigerian government agent is mocking when Canon family wrote the governor, Igbo governors to intervene in releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They brought that man in Chinese television. Have you forgotten? He started mocking them. He said, "I laugh." He was highly at ease. He loved the situation. He laughed. He said, "Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know what to do. The only thing to do is to sign the paper, and the next minute he's out." Is that what you want? The only way is the hard way. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ga-eshipụta anyị na-enyo sị ka ihe mere. Ka ihe ma wokwa na ọpụta na no m na-enyo sị ka ihe mere ka anyị matagodo ma ka anyị mara ihe na-eme. So I know that it will not happen like that because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will always remain strong. That's it. So, but we must always be thinking in different ways. That is the way we are raised up by the same Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to reason differently. That's it. So, as I used to say, he rose his moonsters. That is it. We must continue in this struggle. Biafra remains our religion. Biafra remains everything we have. Our identity, everything. So, we must continue making sure that Biafra is restored. It is better not to start this struggle than to start it and stop halfway without. We suffer more. Are you hearing me? Even the story of the Bible about the Egyptians, when the Israelis were in Egypt, the story, I call it story. There was no scientific proof. They were there, suffering or enjoying their suffering. They were slaves, yes, working, but it was a bit better until somebody come and say, God said, the God live. They started agitating. Somebody rose the agitation. What did Pharaoh do? He doubled. He said, because you people don't have too much work, that's why you're occupied with going. He doubled their work. Do you see? When you start agitation, it's better. What saved them, according to the story, is because they later move out. Had it been they failed to move out from Egypt, they will be eating their flesh raw. That's what I'm saying. It's better not to start up a fight like this than to start it and after you stop. The Biafran War was fought 3 years and everybody went back. They deceived us with there is no Mururu Makan, no victor, no vanquish. You tell them like that. Britain just from that. No victor, no vanquish. Tell them like that. They will believe you and they will go back to sleep because we know them. These people. And said that time, is it not what we are suffering today? It's better we didn't start than starting and stopping halfway without achieving our goal. So we must be suicidal. People have died and continue to die for this struggle. Thank you for listening. Biafra remains our identity and everything we are. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.